Namaskar. My name is MJ, and we're teaching a class today about the springtime, about awakening of everything coming alive. And so we'll start today with Tadasana, raising the toes and then spreading the toes and laying them down on the mat and building our foundation all the way up. So straightening the legs, pointing the knees forward. They can be a little bit soft, not pushed back into the joint. The hips are engaged. The navel comes in, the tailbone comes in, and then we're trying to grow our body upwards towards the sky. So we're lengthening our torso, we're shining in the heart. We're taking the shoulders and rounding them up towards our ears and down our back. It's like raising the sail. And then straightening the neck, making sure that the forward chin isn't happening, so the chin is tucked slightly in, and the crown of the head is into the sky. So imagining that you are that mountain, you are that symbol of sturdiness, of a strong foundation. And then we have snow today, so we're going to inhale the arms up on top of our snow-capped mountain. So the hands can be together or the hands can be apart. Just imagining that you are that snow-capped mountain. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in and breathing out. So then we'll exhale the arms down, bringing the hands back to the heart, pressing the thumbs into the heart, breathing in, and then on the next exhale, sweeping the arms out, building that snow on the mountain again, breathing in, and trying to lengthen that exhale. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, and then the next exhale will come back down, bringing the hands back to the heart. Breathing in that heart space of compassion, of caring, of connection, all the C words. Exhaling the arms out, coming back over the head, and building that snow once again. Being present with that inner mountain. Breathing in strength, breathing in courage, breathing in that readiness to battle all the elements that the mountains have to deal with in their daily existence. And then exhaling the arms down, bringing them back to the heart. Breathing in, breathing out. And then once again, we'll sweep the arms up. And this time we'll swan dive down to the earth. So coming down to the earth to awaken the earth, to bring in spring. Breathing a couple times as we're hung over, as I say. And on the inhale, sweeping the arms out. Coming all the way up. And then we'll do that dive one more time. Exhaling down, coming down to the earth, watching the knees, bending over the hips. Breathing in and breathing out as we're present with this pose. Inhaling, coming up. And then we're going to take one hand up and one hand down. So we're making a kind of I Chi symbol. So as we come down with the I Ching, coming down with that hand, and it goes around the side of the ankle. And we try to square the shoulders towards the center. Breathing in, breathing out, feeling that stretch in the shoulder. Inhaling and coming up. And then we'll switch these I Ching arms, or I Ching, I guess I should say. Inhaling and exhaling down. Coming down, bringing that hand around the ankle, squaring the shoulders in the front. Breathing in, breathing out. So we'll be doing this a couple of times. Inhaling up, switching the hands, and so the I Ching is representative of light and darkness. Coming down to that other ankle, opposite ankle, and how we need light and darkness in order to grow, unfortunately. Inhaling, coming back up, sweeping our arms around, clearing our energetic field, exhaling and coming down. Squaring those shoulders so that they're not turned to the side. Inhaling up. And then we'll do this one more time on the other side. Exhaling and coming down. Grabbing, going around the side of that leg and feeling that stretch in the shoulder. Not too much of a stretch. Listening to that wisdom in the muscles as to when we go too far. Inhaling and coming up. Bringing both hands up and coming down. Breathing in. Breathing out. Relaxing into the mountain once again. So how can you bring your mountainness into your daily lives, into that community that you live in? Inhaling the arms up once again, so they're spaced more apart, and coming down into the knees. Then the torso comes forward a little bit for lightning. Pressing those feet into the earth and being the lightning. Feeling that energy coming down through the fingers. You might spread the fingers, engaging the arms, engaging the torso by bending on a diagonal a little bit. And the legs, of course, are in a squat. Breathing in, breathing out. I used to have a teacher who would come and talk to me in this pose. It's not a good talking pose. And bringing the hands down to the heart. And then we're going to turn and twist to the side and send our blessings of balance, of peace, to all living beings on this side of the universe. And then we're going to inhale back to the center. And then we're going to exhale and bend the knees and do the same thing on this side of the universe, sending wishes of goodwill, wishes of positive energy to all the living beings on this side of the universe. Inhaling, coming back to center, straightening the legs and moving the arms up, and we're going to come down into lightning again. Torso is leaning slightly, the chin comes in. So we don't have that forward chin wandering away. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Feeling the power in the legs. In this pose, it might heat you up a little bit. It's a heating pose. Inhaling and coming up. Bringing the hands together and down to the heart. Where we'll breathe in and out. integrating the benefits of that pose, which strengthens the legs, energizes the body. Better than a cup of coffee. Then we'll send the arms up once again. We're going to go to the left. So I'm turning my body to the left, so I'm twisting, and then I'm coming down to the outside of my ankle. Then I'm swooshing my arms in front of the body in a crescent shape, coming around to the other ankle and inhaling up. And here we go into a gentle back bend, and then exhale down. Curving around the feet, coming back up into the light, and then for some reason we humans tend to dive into the darkness. Curving around the feet. Inhaling this back up. Gentle back bend. Back bends just take a little, and then we'll come down for the last time in this direction. Curving around the feet. Inhaling and coming up. We're going to come up the center, and then we're going to change directions. So we're going slowly. Don't make yourselves dizzy. Making that crescent around the feet again, coming up to the other side. So we're twisting the whole torso. Gentle back bend, side to side, and then we're twisting and coming down on the outside of this ankle, coming around the body. Gentle back bend again. So this is called the fountain. So you can imagine yourself spreading water everywhere or spreading light everywhere. How can we do that? How can we do good every day? And then we'll come down one more time. Coming across the feet. Inhaling and rising up. Coming to the center once again. Bringing the hands to the heart center, the center of compassion. Breathing in and breathing out. Just taking a moment to check in with the body-mind. Then we'll raise the arms and hands once again, and we're going to bring them to the side. So I'm standing upright, but I'm rainbowing this arm over the head and a reverse rainbow on this side. And I'm leaning to the side gently as we're holding the moon, turning the head so that it faces the floor. Making sure the knees aren't all the way back into the socket. So they may be a little bit soft, a little bit energized. Pressing those feet. Inhaling this golden orb up, and then exhaling to the other side, leaning to the other side a little bit. So we're stretching the side body here, the entire side body. As we shine our moon on this side, breathing in, breathing out, and then coming to the center, and the corners of the mouth may actually go up. And this time we're going to swan dive down, so releasing the moon in the sky, coming down to the earth. Being soft in the knees, long in the back, hanging over the hips, and then inhaling to the sides, coming up and over into a gentle back bend, scooching the chin in. Coming up to center and holding that moon, but now we're going to whirl the arms around, swinging down, swinging up. And then we're going to start all over again with this series, holding the moon. Turning the neck so we're looking at Mother Earth. Getting that twist in the neck as well. Inhaling up to center. Smiling like that person in the moon smiles at us at night. Exhaling to the other side, looking down at the earth on this side. So we're growing our body upwards and to the side. Looking at all the living beings on planet Earth, and then inhaling up into the sky, into the darkness, the blackness of the sky, and being that shining light, fearlessly shining. And then we're going to inhale the arms to the sides, and we're going to exhale and dive down once again to the earth. Sinking our fingers into the earth, rubbing the earth, remembering our commitment to Mother Earth and the creation. Inhaling out to the side, over the head, and once again inhaling into the back, gentle back bend. Pulling that neck in so we don't drop the head all the way back, and then we'll come up to center. And whirl the arms around, and we're going to go all the way down again and bounce back up. So then we'll do this one last time with the moon here. Shining our lights into the world in our own unique ways. Inhaling to the center. And then exhaling to the other side. Again, the gaze is on Mother Earth, turning the neck to the side. Inhaling up and holding that bright orb in the darkness, shining through the darkness. And then exhaling all the way down to Mother Earth, touching the earth once again, planting our fingers in the earth as we just hang here. On the next inhale breath, coming all the way up, exhaling, and then inhaling into a gentle back bend. Trying to pull that navel in at the same time and not pooch the belly out too far. Then coming to the center, and this is where we whirl. So whirling the arms around and coming all the way down and coming back up. Closing the eyes for a moment. Breathing in. Breathing out. Trying to make that exhalation a little bit longer than the inhalation. So that's the breath that relaxes the nervous system, that relaxes the mind body. It's that exhalation. So how can we use that in our daily lives to relax the mind body? So then we're going to inhale the hands to the wisdom center and then exhale out to the sides. So it's like we're making two U's with these hands. Inhaling to the wisdom center, exhaling out, down and out through the sides. So we're sending a smile. I call this a smile twist, which means in a minute we're going to make it complicated. Exhale. Inhale to the third eye, the wisdom center. Exhale out into the world. So Pretty soon we're going to inhale to the center and turn to the side and send that smile out. Then coming back to the center and to the wisdom center, and turn the other way and smile out. And come back to the center, inhaling, and send those smiles out. Twisting the torso, twisting the feet, twisting the ankles, twisting the knees. Inhaling to the center, exhaling to the side. So we'll do this one more time, coming to our center and sending those smiles out into the universe and coming back to the heart, closing the eyes. So next we're going to arrange our mat, so we're going to do some lunges. So bringing the left foot forward and the right foot on a diagonal in the back. And your feet are kind of hip width apart. And then we're squaring the hips forward so that they're not turned to the side, squaring those headlights forward. Once we have our feet pressing into the earth, we're going to bring our arms up into a T and then exhale them behind us and interlacing the fingers. Feeling the straightness of that stance, the sturdiness, that firm foundation. As we inhale up a little, not a whole lot, just a little towards the sky. And then we exhale over. And it's just a half forward bend. Kind of a tabletop forward bend. Trying to make a straight line from the tailbone out through the head. We can rest the hands on the tailbone, or we can lift them. So again, listening to that wisdom of the body. And inhaling up. And once again, inhaling into the back bend. So it's almost like you're inviting that blue sky into the heart. Inviting that light into the heart and the mind. And then exhaling over. So we're bending at the waist, or bending at the hips rather. Pulling that chin in to try to make that straight line. Not going all the way down to the leg quite yet. Breathing in and out. And then once again pressing into those feet, coming up for one more fill up. Imagining that light filling the heart, filling the mind, and then exhaling and coming in and sealing it. You're putting a seal on it. So this time we'll come all the way down as far as the body will allow. And as we come down, we're bringing the hands down, little TP fingers, as we bend over in the hips once again. So we're going to pop these hands a little bit forward, because we're going to put all our weight on that front leg as we lift the back leg up. So it doesn't matter how far up that back leg goes, because we're going for that extra stretching in that front leg. More weight bearing in that front leg. And then we're going to bring that foot back down right next to its partner. On the next inhale breath, we'll inhale the arms up. and back to the heart. So then we'll turn around and do this same series on the other side. So bringing that opposite foot forward, having the toes pointing straight away from the body, and the back foot on an angle, on a diagonal. So we want a little bit of space in between them so we don't get a nosebleed. And once again, we're squaring those hips forward. So as soon as we feel steady in that foundation, we'll sweep the arms to the side, into a T formation, and then behind. And then once again, inhaling, coming up, and exhaling, coming to the center, and then we keep going. So energizing those legs, pressing those feet into the ground, bringing that chin in, feeling those feet. From the waist down, we are a pyramid. Imagine being that pyramid, that steadiness, that firmness, having that in your life, inviting that in, and then inhaling and coming up. Still pressing into those feet, exhaling, and inhaling into that gentle back bend. Filling up on that clear blue sky with no clouds. And then exhaling straight up and all the way over. Just a half forward bend. Kind of like you're a countertop. Breathing in, breathing out as you feel that powerful nature of the sides of the pyramid. Inhaling back up, exhaling, and inhaling into that cosmic filling up with divine light, filling up with blue sky, clearing out all the troubles out of your mind and your heart. I'm free at last. Exhaling up and over. Creating your countertop once again. Bringing in that straightness. And then once again, we're going to, you can either bring the arms up or bring them down to the earth at this point. Shifting our weight to that front leg. So we have this tripod going on here, and then we'll lift that back leg. So it's just to bring that weight into the front leg, into the hip. And eventually bringing that leg up to its partner, bringing the foot next door to each other. And then inhaling the arms out to the side, up over the head, bringing the palms together and back to the heart. Once again, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Standing on the earth. Remembering our global family. Remembering to do something good every day. to an animal, to a mineral, to a human being. Spread the love. So then we'll spread our feet as well, way wider than hip width. And we're going to do something a little bit more energizing. So I'm going to go from side to side. We've done this before. It's the ice speed skating. So bringing the opposite elbow forward. Activating the plant. Going from side to side. Racing around the corner. Not going too fast. Straightening one leg on one side, bending the knee on the other. Just a little bit of a bend, not too intense of a bend. And we'll do it just once or twice more. And then we'll come up straight. And once again, we're going to hang over, forward folding, following the legs all the way down to the ankles. And can we use those hands that are around the feet and ankles to pull the body gently forward? Just gently, so the elbows are slightly bent. Breathing in, breathing out. And we'll place the hands in the center and bring one leg down and bring the other leg down. And we're going to bring the feet so that the soles of the feet are together. And these can be close to the body or far from the body. So depending on where it feels comfortable for you. And then again, we can bring the hands around the toes. We're rounding the back or bending forward. Or you can slide the hands underneath for turtle. Kind of rounding the back, giving the back a rest, just like the shell of a turtle, coming into that inner turtle. Where's your inner turtle today? So many beautiful expressions of turtles and tortoises on our planet. From the gigantic Galapagos turtles that I think can live 100 years or so to those small river turtles. Breathing in, breathing out, giving the legs a rest. Turning into yourself. And then eventually coming up into a position that's comfortable, cross-legged for you. So then we're going to begin with lateral stretching, sliding the hand out to the side, and again we're returning to that rainbowing over ourselves. So my bottom elbow is bent. Breathing in, breathing out, making sure that both sitting bones are on the earth. Inhaling both arms up and over, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Bending that elbow, and so we're rainbowing over the head. So imagine all these colors coming into the mind body, making ourselves colorful. Who would you like to be today? What quality would you like to bring in? Inhaling up, coming over. Imagining that this is raining down some quality that you want to build on in your being. You're receiving that. Pressing that opposite sitting bone into the earth. Grounding, rooting it into the earth. Inhaling up and over once again. Breathing in, breathing out, and then coming up, and we'll practice this duet one more time. Pressing that opposite sitting bone into the earth. Raising those wings up and coming down on the other side. So then we're going to do something a little bit more dynamic, where I'm coming down on my arm on this side, my forearm on this side, and I'm actually raising that hip up. So the opposite hip is actually coming off the mat this time. And we're massaging this whole glute muscle all the way up the side. Can you see that I'm going all the way over and up the side? And I'm going to be doing this for about 30 minutes. Otherwise known as the rock and roll butterfly. So, and they will be coming upon us in the spring soon. Rolling those glutes out, engaging those hip muscles. Going once more, and back to the center. So from here we will stretch one leg out to the side. And then we're going to bring this other leg over it. And so this foot in front is going to point upwards, so the toes are almost coming back to me. And then I'm going to take my opposite arm and wrap it around that leg. So I'm not going to let this leg collapse, so I want this leg to stay up the entire time. Then I'm going to take that other hand and reach it around, and hello plant, and plant that hand right behind the body. So as we go from here to here, you can feel that midsection turning. So we want to make sure that midsection gets turned as we wring out all those troubles that line themselves up around the navel. So the navel is sometimes called the third chakra, the war center, the center of conflicts. And so we're wringing all those troubles out when we do the twist. Breathing in, breathing out, and imagining all those troubles being squeezed out of the body. As we just turn to the side. And then we're going to bring this hand out, and we're going to receive all the blessings of the universe from all living beings. They're sending them to us, and we're going to bring them right into the heart. And just marinate in that for a while. And then we'll switch our legs out. So the other leg will be straight out. We'll pull in the other one. Taking that opposite arm and hugging that leg up into the body and keeping this foot square. And we're going to swing around to this side of the universe, sending blessings of balance, of peace, of kindness and caring, and feeling that midsection turn and twist again. So we're wringing out that third chakra, wringing out those negative tendencies that we want to clear out as we twist to the side. And imagine those things leaving us, leaving the heart, leaving the mind, leaving the gut. And then sweeping that hand out again to receive those blessings from all the living beings on this side, and bringing that right into the heart. And receiving those. So now we're going to have the feet a little bit further than hip width with the hands behind us as we bring one knee down, trying to bring one knee down to the center and alternate legs. So alternating the legs, trying to bring one down. A nice workout for the hips. The Roomba. Sometimes there's a little scooting of the hips forward in this one. Nice way to wash your floors. Clean them up, polish them nicely. So we'll do one or two more of these from side to side. And then we'll bring the legs into a cross-legged position, because next we're going to bring the hands to the shoulders. And we're going to try some elbow circles. So as we're making forward elbow circles, I'm trying to kiss the elbows as they orbit around and come back to center. Or sometimes just bring them closer together in the front. A couple bones that always talk to me when I do this. And then we'll do it one more time, and then we'll change direction. So we're taking them to the back, so it's kind of a backstroke. Orbiting around, getting into the upper trapezius muscle, getting into the neck, getting into the upper shoulders. Then we're going to stop and we're just going to do one elbow and then the other. So as we do this, there's the twisting motion in the torso as we shift from side to side. And then we're going to do it backwards. And coming to center and bringing the hands in the center and breathing in, breathing out. Just being present in the moment. Then we'll come into tabletop again on our mats. So if you want to get into tabletop, you can also support the knees a little bit if you need to roll up the mat. Sensitive knees, and if you have sensitive wrist, you can also roll up the other part of your mat and have your fingers coming off. So the knees are hip width apart, the hands are shoulder width apart. So doing some cat-cows, the cat is inhaling the tailbone up and the gaze is downwards, and then exhaling the back up. So doming the back once again. Slipping out as the inhalation invites you to come into the valley part of the pose, and then exhaling back into the cow, or the cat I should say. Inhaling forward, gaze is looking down. It's a nice straight neck. Exhaling back. So we can also go down a little bit towards the heels and see how your knees will allow you to go down. Inhaling the tailbone up. So the tailbone is the lead in this pose, in this dance. So the tailbone sets up the wave. And then exhaling sets up the wave in the other direction. All the movement begins with the tailbone. Setting up the valley on the inhale breath, setting up the doming on the exhale breath, and coming down. And so if the knees hurt at a certain point, you need to stop and be mindful. So then we'll come back to tabletop, and we're going to do some leg swings. So bringing the leg towards the elbow and back, elbow, back. So inhaling here, exhaling there, inhaling to the elbow, exhaling out. And then bringing the leg down, and we'll go to the other side, bringing that knee into the elbow and out. In, out, breathing in, breathing out, in, breathing out. So we'll do this one more time. Oh, I lied. 2 more times. And then we'll bring that knee home. So the last thing we're going to do in this pose is bring both feet off the mat, and we're going to look at them. So we're stretching the other side of the body. And then bring them over here to the other, oh hi plant, other side of the body. And look at them. So we're twisting the head and the side body. So switching the legs from side to side. So you're almost making like a C. So we go from side to side. And then we'll do this one more time. Okay. So then if you folded your mat, you can take all those folds out for Cobra. So coming down to the ground, having the hands right around the ears, resting into Mother Earth, navel to navel, having the feet a little bit apart, having the hands by the ears. Breathing into the earth. So the first time we come up, we'll be inhaling. Coming up, we're going to raise our hands and the whole upper torso of our body. nice long neck, so the neck isn't up like this, it's looking down. And then exhaling and slowly coming down. So this is one of the safest positions of Cobra, because you only come up usually what your back spine can manage. Inhaling, coming up. So the hands are hovering over the mat. The neck is long. We're breathing in. We're breathing out. And then we're slowly escalating down, as I say. Breathing in, another yogic breath. And then we'll do this one more time, inhaling up, raising the hands up. Just doing what the spine can manage. So if the spine starts talking to you, come down a notch or two. Breathing with the Cobra. The Cobra flattens its body before it gets ready to attack. Exhaling and coming down to the ground. So this time, as we inhale up, we're going to bring the forearm forward a bit for the Sphinx. Looking straight ahead. Breathing in and out. And then lifting the forearm and exhaling back down. Once again, bringing in the inhale breath, raising the arm, scooching the forearm forward a little bit as we come up from darkness to light. Breathing in, breathing out, making whatever adjustments you need to make for expressing the pose. And then escalating down. So lifting the arms and then coming down. Taking one complete yogic breath while we're down here. So you can go back to either one of those poses, or if you want to come up on your hands, having your hands near your ears, lifting the shoulders up and coming up to whatever elevation is best for your body. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and escalating down. Coming down to Mother Earth. Taking a complete yogic breath, and then we'll do this one more time. Inhaling up to whatever expression of this pose you want to engage in today. Holding that pose and maybe coming down if the body asks for it. And then slowly, slowly coming down. So as we come down, once again, we'll place our hands under the forehead. And rest navel to navel with Mother Earth. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. So then we'll bring the hands closer to the waist and bring the body up. Walk the knees forward as we come into Janushirasana with one leg out to the side, one foot into the inner thigh. And so we want this foot as square as we can possibly make it. And then we're going to turn the torso towards that leg. Going to bend this knee a little bit. So keeping the body turned in that direction, raising the wings, exhaling the wings down, and lifting that foot. So bringing that chest down on that leg. Nice long neck. Massaging those inner organs. Breathing into the back. Being present with the body. Inhaling those wings up. And then we can bounce that foot out a few inches if you choose, or if you want to stay in that first position, it's fine. Exhaling and coming down on Janu Shirasana once again. Chin into the throat. Hands are kind of massaging these points on the bottom of your foot. Inhaling those wings up. And then once again, exhaling and coming down to the foot, wherever it may be. Breathing in, breathing out. Trying to redirect the breath to the back body. Inhaling the wings up, and then we're going to do this, and then turn the torso towards this other straight leg. And so once again, I'm going to bring this knee up and turn the torso. Inhaling those wings up, and lifting the foot as we dive down. Pressing into the body. Inhaling and flying up. Keeping that turn in, exhaling and popping that foot forward, coming down. Breathing in, breathing out. And then one more time, flying the arms up. And exhaling and coming down again. Pulling the chin into the throat. Nice long neck. Inhaling the arms up and coming back. So we're going to go from Janu Shirasana to the bridge pose. So scooting around on your mat, bringing your back down. Bending the knees, having the feet hip width apart. Having the palms down on Mother Earth. Pressing into the feet. And having that awareness of your spine. Feel where your sacrum is. Feel where your lumbar is. Where the thoracic part of your back is. So we're going to start at the tailbone and inhale that tailbone up. Walking up towards the waist. Coming up from the waist. Scooting all the way up. Nice long neck. Pressing in the feet. Building your bridge. Breathing in and breathing out. Now as we go down, we'll try to go down the same way we came up, just feeling those vertebrae in the back as we come down towards the waist, as we come from the waist down to the tailbone, as we come all the way down. And relaxing or puddling into the floor. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. So then we'll get ready to start again. So breathing in, bringing up that tailbone, then eventually bringing up the waist. So we're bringing up little sections of the spine, one at a time, raising that bridge. So sometimes in the bridge pose, you can bring your hands together. Sometimes these muscles, these quadriceps will talk to you a little bit because we're moving them in a way that we don't usually. Pressing the feet flat into the earth. Being that bridge to the world, bridge to the community, and bridge to yourself. And then we'll move the hands out if you have them under the body. And once again, we're going to take one step at a time as we walk down the spine, coming way, way down towards the waist. And as we get near the waist, walking down towards the tailbone. And then relaxing the entire spine. So all the organs in the body, every organ group comes off the spine. So keeping that spine healthy is so of, I would say, paramount importance. So we're going to try this one more time, inhaling from the tailbone. So feeling that whole spine on Mother Earth. Bringing up the tailbone. There's several pieces there. And coming up towards the waist, coming up through the thoracic and lumbar areas until the whole back is raised. And there's a way you can kind of get on your shoulders. And as we're on our shoulders, we're going to raise the right leg just kind of perpendicular to the floor. And then we're going to set it back. And then we're going to raise the left leg up, just perpendicular, not straight up to the ceiling. Just kind of parallel to the floor. And then put it back. Holding that bridge. Endeavoring to be the bridge. And then once more, we're going to come down. One vertebra at a time. Feeling those vertebrae, inhaling and exhaling as we're bringing that spine down. Walking down towards the waist. Long walk down to there. And walking down to the tailbone. And down. Bringing the knees into the chest, rolling from side to side. You may want to do the dead bug, where you put the hands down the center and around to the sides. Say hello to your plant. Sometimes you can really rock to the side. And after bridge, we're going to lay down in deep relaxation. Shavasana, so laying the legs out straight and a little bit apart. Laying the hands out by the sides, they might come off the mat. I like to do it with the palms upwards. relaxing the body, mind into the mat. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out while I'm going to get my guitar. Breathing in and relaxing more deeply into yourself with each breath. So as we're relaxing in Shavasana, I'm going to do a little kirtan. Little Bhavanam Kevalam, which means love is all there is. For a few minutes. Bhavanam Kevalam, Bhavanam Kevalam, Bhavanam have a blue sky day. Namaskar. Thank you for coming.